Hello, my name is Wendy Zimmer, and I am a doctoral candidate in the Department of Teaching, Learning, and Culture at Texas A&M University. Upon graduation in May, I will have a doctorate in curriculum instruction with an emphasis in literacy. Growing up as a teacher's kid, with both parents as award-winning educators, influenced my early educational career as I readily acknowledged the impact that teachers can have on students. However, my own professional experiences have more dramatically molded the teacher I am today and continue to become. Using the knowledge I gained from 13 years as a K-12 teacher and administrator, I apply such experiences for the transformation of my pre-service teachers, from students to teachers and back again. Via this process, I want my students to continually reflect on their experiences as a student, recognizing the growth that occurs when you learn something new and carrying that recognition into their own classroom. My philosophy for teaching and learning, as well as belief system for education, centers around being reflective in all experiences. My philosophy on learning involves dedicating time to reflect on what is learned, either through writing, verbal expression, or think-alouds, and applying that learning to real-life situations. My belief system is grounded in responsibility to build the self-efficacy and social awareness of future teachers to empower them to advocate for their students. I am not just teaching the students in my class. I am impacting the education of the students in their future classrooms. Teachers must provide an equitable education to all children, but often do not recognize the attributes of an equitable education in their specific classroom context. My teaching philosophy is motivated by the need for empowered and reflective teachers in the field. I model the skills my students need to be successful teachers and learners, and provide opportunities to practice various teaching strategies and methods in class. These methods include evidence-based best practices, such as active learning techniques, and newer teaching methods to engage and motivate students, such as digital literacy. Modeling and practice of various teaching and learning techniques provides a space for my students' self-efficacy to grow. My current research agenda is grounded in the scholarship of teaching and learning and focuses on three broad, interlocking concepts related to addressing needs in a 21st century education. The first of these is digital learning identity development. The second, literacy instruction, which includes comprehension and enhanced empathy. And the third, writing instruction. Taken in unison, the goal of my research agenda is to support and enhance teacher and student literacy development according to 21st century educational demands. My course training and methodology provides me with flexibility in the research I conduct, as I'm a mixed methods researcher. My primary research interest focuses on teachers' digital literacy cognition. For over 2 decades, we have focused professional development efforts on digital literacy integration, yet gaps still exist. Currently, most research concerning digital literacy cognition presents information from a student perspective. Research focusing on teachers highlights their approaches to teaching digital literacy and technology integration in their classroom. Little emphasis is placed on how teachers use digital literacy to learn personally. My hypothesis is that increasing teachers' recognition of their digital learning identity, which I define as how they use technology for higher purposes of learning, will increase digital literacy integration in the K-12 classroom. By first creating and validating the Digital Learning Identity Survey, an instrument I designed to measure teachers' digital learning identity, and then using the results of this survey to create a coaching model of professional development aimed at using reflection to enhance teachers' digital learning identity, my research results indicate increasing teachers' recognition of their digital learning identity and assisting them in enhancing their use of digital literacy leads to positive results in the classroom. An additional 21st century educational need my research addresses includes increasing student empathy toward others. Reading is an active process. Arguably, being actively involved in reading text, making connections to plot elements, is truly comprehending. Comprehension is no longer just reading text and answering questions. Comprehension is where the reader constructs meaning from the text, using their own experiences and background to reflect, make connections, and construct their own interpretations of the text. One way to make connections, leading to deeper comprehension, is by recognizing and reflecting on the perspectives of the characters in the text. My research team previously developed, validated, refined, and tested the Chart for Multiple Perspectives, or CHAMP, and we are continuing to assess the CHAMP's effectiveness. The CHAMP is a graphic organizer used to increase perspective taking within and across text. Perspective taking is understanding viewpoints beyond one's own. Beyond interpersonal relations, perspective taking is essential for reading comprehension of literature. The CHAMP proves to increase student comprehension and emotional vocabulary development, as well as enhance empathy for others by realizing the influence various characters' perspectives have within the literature. We use the CHAMP with various genres and integrate it into professional development opportunities for in-service and pre-service teachers. Our next step in this research includes focusing solely on multicultural text to determine if facilitated discussions based on different student and character perspectives enhances students' empathy for others. Recent school events have increased discussions around helping students develop greater empathy and increase emotional vocabulary. One possible approach includes developing students' perspective-taking skills. Literacy needs in our 21st century education system also focus on writing development at all levels. Research shows that reflecting on learning through writing increases understanding. Also, as a graduate student mentor, teaching graduate students to write well, but also use writing to enhance their own understanding, is important to my work. My writing research includes development of the writing rubric to inform teacher educators, or the WRITE, designed to assist teacher educators and pre-service teachers in improving their own writing and evaluating the writing of others. Also, my writing efforts include a writing community I developed to enhance graduate-level writing proficiency in STEM education. This multi-year, NSF-funded research project includes pre-post assessment to determine change in writing habits and longitudinal qualitative assessment of long-term impact and continuity. As a graduate writing consultant, I strive to enhance graduate writing development. I will continue this initiative through an additional writing community I am developing for another NSF-funded project aimed at preparing underrepresented graduate students for a career in academia. Also, I am working with the sport management program at Texas A&M University to assist them in redesigning their undergraduate program, which includes implementing writing in all coursework. Lastly, I am currently in the discussion phase with the genetics department at Texas A&M University, assisting them with ideas for writing support for their graduate student. As I reflect on my future in academia, I believe my experience, combined with my passion for education, makes me a strong candidate for this position. My teaching and research goals embody your college's mission of providing all students with excellent instruction and opportunities to develop skills necessary for their future. I am committed to collaborating with faculty, engaging in research which will advance theory and practice, mentoring graduate students, and preparing in-service teachers for their future. Thank you for your time and for your dedication to literacy education and teacher preparation.